We took over in 1990, so it's been a brief 32 years. The gentleman that had it before us was here for 45 years, so between, do the quick math, 45 and 32, that's a pretty good stretch for two different operators to operate a restaurant, but we've got some more years ahead of us, and we look forward to continuing to carry the torch for a while.
Yeah. So your direct role here is GM, is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And were you GM when you started, or?
Yes.
Okay.
The owner and myself, Dick Stubbs, have been together for 48 years, and we were operating another restaurant here in Oklahoma City by the name of Applewoods when this opportunity came about.
Yeah.
And we were involved in the Oklahoma Restaurant Association as well as the owner of this restaurant was. And so when he decided to kind of hang up his spurs, he came to us and said, I heard you guys are working on a steakhouse concept, and look no further than here. Why don't we sit down and talk about it? We said, thanks, but not thanks. It doesn't really quite fit the mode of what we're looking for, but, we'll keep you in mind. Have a good day. And the longer we thought about it and the more we pondered it, and we thought, because what happened was Oklahoma City, after the oil bust in the 1980s, I would say probably half of the restaurants in Oklahoma City went out of business, if not more. So some of the old institutions like Glenn's Hickory Inn, J&R Chicken Ranch, and went out of business. Some of them fell on hard times and just weren't what they used to be. And when we were coming out of the oil bust in the mid to late 80s, we looked around and we said, what has happened to Oklahoma City? What does it need? And our restaurant, Applewoods, started rebounding quite well. So when the economy started coming back, we were one of the few restaurants in the Reno Meridian area that had survived. And so our business was very, very good and very strong. And we started looking at what the market had lost, and a steakhouse was, if you asked 10 different people in 1985, where's the best place to get a steak in Oklahoma City, you probably would have got 10 different answers. So our task, we felt at the time, was to create a restaurant that 9 out of 10 people would name as the place for steak. So we went on a planning spree and spent about 2 years coming up with a concept that we loved. And we had secured a facility on Southwest 3rd and Meridian as a lease that we were getting ready to sign, and we were going to do this steakhouse concept there. And one day, the real estate person called and said, hey, I've got some bad news. Somebody just paid cash for that building. We said, what? Wait a minute, we were going to lease that. And he said, sorry, it's not available anymore. So we really have Hal Smith to thank for buying the first location for Outback in Oklahoma City that forced us to reconsider this opportunity. So the more we started thinking about it and looking at it, we really thought Stockyard's cattle, beef origin, history. The restaurant's been around a long time. There's murals on the wall of cattle that just kind of oozes beef. And so we started thinking about it and really struggling. After coming out of bankruptcy and the oil boom to bust, the last thing we wanted to do was get in something that was going to take us back down again. So it was very, very, we were very cautious in making that decision. When we finally did, we jumped in with both feet, and the rest is history.